This is Being Awesome with Rob Springer.
And you're listening to Being Awesome, the podcast about loving Transformers and having fun. I'm Rob. How's it going? It's the day after Thanksgiving, meaning if you celebrate Thanksgiving, you also probably aware of Black and or Green Friday, naming depending on which side of the retail coin you're at. Hopefully everyone who's participating has enjoyed their time. And if you don't celebrate either of those occurrences, hope you just had a good few days. I'm Rob, and I am your host of Being Awesome, the podcast about loving Transformers and having fun. Second time I've said that, and for the sake of telling you guys, this is the second time I've had to record it because I recorded the show and realized my microphone was backwards. Yeah, I have a brand new condenser mic as part of my new audio setup here for making the show, and you know what? I'm not entirely used to it. However, per the normal course, the minute I start talking, I have to cough a million times. Anyway, this week in Awesome, I wanted to talk about something I completely forgot to mention last week. During last week's Hasbro info dump, one thing I forgot to mention was the Titan Fans Choice poll. Just like Wingblade and Victorion before, Hasbro conducted another voting poll for the next Titan class toy. Of course, being after Fortress Maximus, this next coming winter. The poll's choices was Omega Supreme, Trypticon, and Scorponok. Fans were able to vote on their Facebook page, on the Transformers Facebook page. They started a comment thread saying, vote here, and you voted with a hashtag vote Scorpio or vote Trypticon, whatever. I voted Scorponok because Scorponok is my favorite of those three. You know, I like Trypticon just fine. If he wins, I'll be happy. And Omega Supreme's cool and all, but I've never been particularly excited for him, so I didn't even bother voting for him. Because if you ask who I want, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to vote for him. And so I voted Scorponok. A lot of people got super competitive over it, which isn't exactly my cup of tea. So other people's votes, I guess it meant a lot to them to be super competitive, but not so much for me. So, but overall, it just looked like everyone had a whole lot of time, and everyone had a whole lot of time. Everyone had a whole lot of fun during the time, and that's what's important. So I'm glad everyone had fun, and hopefully whoever wins is Scorponok. Or whoever. Hopefully it's someone cool that wins. And all three are cool choices, so it seems like it's a type of thing you just can't complain about. And if you can, why? Why are you complaining? Excuse me. Goodness. Let's skip over to the Q&A session. Q&A is exclusive to Talk Transformers, as in the Talk Transformers Facebook group is where I post the Q&A thread. So if you ever want to participate in Being Awesome, join the Talk Transformers Facebook group and submit a question or talking point into the Q&A thread I start up every so often, or hey, just shoot me one there and I will get to it in your place and time in the line. And everyone seems to have a lot of fun with it, and Talk Transformers really is the best place you can go and talk Transformers. So I would suggest. I'm getting mildly annoyed with the rate that I keep coughing right now. It's really, I haven't coughed once all day. And then the minute I sit down, it's annoying. But it's okay. It's not the biggest deal in the world. This week's question comes from Mike Carvalho. Mike asks, okay, what do you think of Transformers Red 2015? Do you think it's going to take off, or is Cartoon Network holding it back? The way it's reading this network, I have problems with this question. Do you think it's going to take off, or is Cartoon Network holding it back the way it's reading the series? Also, I think Transformers needs something like this to bring in younger fans into the fold. Your thoughts, sir? And in parentheses, if you got time for this, out of parentheses. I'm also thankful for Combiner Wars, in parentheses. Even if some of the molds are getting stale, out of parentheses. The technology and designs are getting better and better. Well, Mike, thanks a lot for your question, and I'll answer this going backwards, as I tend to do. Combiner Wars is a lot of fun, and like I said last time, it's in everyone's right to be tired of the line, whatever, but it's got to really suck for you guys because the line's halfway over. You still got about a year to go here before it's gone. And once again, I just don't get the molds getting stale thing. Maybe in a few months I'll be tired of them, but right now I'm not. So hopefully everyone can still enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, probably be a good time to look into other ways to have fun with the hobby because it's going to be around for a while. That being said, going into RID, I also agree with you. I think the younger kids need something to help them get into Transformers, and we only got a movie every so many years. So a show aimed at a younger crowd is definitely a good thing. I'm searching for words here. I actually had to record. This is the second time I'm recording this because the last time I recorded this, I went back to listen to the file, just make sure the audio is okay, and it was really quiet. I'm like, why is it so? Oh, I had the microphone backwards, so it was recording me from behind itself. I'm a professional. Where was I? Oh yeah, a lot of people like to say, "Hey, isn't Rescue Bots for the younger kid?" It's like. A lot of people also see Bigfoot, Rescue Bots is meant for toddlers. It's just an awesome coincidence that an older person can enjoy watching it. It's just written very well. But Rescue Bots is meant for toddlers. And Combiner Wars is meant for older kids on into adults. That being said, they're trying to aim at that too old for Rescue Bots, too young for super gritty, mature writing of Combiner Wars comics. Since the Combiner Wars web series starting up soon is meant for an older, more mature crowd. So, basically, the kid in elementary school. The kid in elementary school is who RID is aimed at. New RID is aimed at the kid in elementary school. In other words, the standard target audience. And really, it's a really fun show to watch. It may not be your cup of tea, and that's perfectly fine. But watching it's a really fun show to watch, and you could do a whole lot worse. And even though Combiner Wars is aimed at a much younger crowd, the guy who's supposed to be buying Combiner Wars is having a ton of fun buying it. It is a lot of fun, and I don't want to tell you you're missing out if it's not your thing, because that's just douchebaggy to insert that my opinion is so much more important than yours. Because it's not. No one's is. But it's been a lot of fun too. And going into this season 2 would show you that's had enough success to not be completely canceled. And, Cartoon Network does that with shows that's not theirs. They'll get these shows that they take the money for and they'll show it early in the morning. They do this with the Lego cartoons. They did this with Tenkai Nights, and they'll do this with whatever else comes up. That's just how they work. They like to push their own products and merchandise first, and that's all within their rights. But it sucks. However, I don't think it's that big of a deal anymore because it's the year 2015. And the same people I see complaining about the time that RID comes on is also the same people I see tweet about the show they DVR'd. People will DVR shows, they'll watch shows in demand, they'll watch it online. Kamen Rider is super popular. And you know what? It doesn't come on here in the States. These people are watching it online. My point is, kids know how to watch shows too. And Cartoon Network has a very popular app with the children where they can play games, do fun things, and not to mention watch episodes of their favorite shows on the app in demand. Kids can watch RID if they choose to. All they have to see is that cool Bumblebee picture, and they're watching it. Not to mention the argument of Cartoon Network's handling it is kind of weird too, because I don't know how many times I've flipped it to Cartoon Network, and they have a ton of shows that they show on Cartoon Network. And the only thing they ever seem to be showing is Steven Universe or Adventure Time. All the other shows barely, I know Regular Show comes on at some point, and all the other shows that they show, I never catch. So, the clearance has to come on at some point in time. I know it comes on at some time, right? So I'm pretty sure Cartoon Network's handling it. Red can't be hurting it too bad, because it's got to be easier to watch Red on In Demand than it would have been on the Hub. Now, going into its second season, I think it shows that it's handled itself kind of well. And the reason I say that is a Transformers expression generally gets about 18 months. And when I say expression, I mean theme of whatever. I mean, Combiner Wars. Combiner Wars will be over next August, and Titan Wars will start up. Guess what? That's about 18 months. You know, Prime. That toy line went for about 18 months, and then switched over to Beast Hunters. They do this with everything. Armada became Energon. Energon became Cybertron. Each one got about 18 months apiece. About just around a year and a half, basically. Just over, maybe. And that's basically how it works out. That's how they generally tend to go with the toy expressions. So I think when Rid ends, it's just segueing into the next, aimed at that age group line, which truthfully I think will be the next movie, won't it? So I think Rid will end in time to sell toys to children from the movie. So basically I'm saying I don't think Cartoon Network, while they could definitely handle shows they're paid to show a little better, companies keep going to them to show them. And it's been a couple of years now of shows coming on at 6 a.m. So obviously it isn't killing anything, because Lego toys sell pretty well. You know, Tenkai Nights I don't think sold very well, but not everything will. So my general thoughts are just that. I think Rid's seemingly doing okay. The toys in my area, I live in the metro Atlanta area, and they sell pretty well here. I see them constantly moving in and restocked. So I can't talk about your area because I'm not there. But by all intents and purposes, Rid seems to be doing well enough. I mean, more toys are coming out. Another season of shows is starting, as well as an animated movie, which I know is just a multi-parter, but it's still something. So, yeah, I think I like Rid. I think it's pretty good. I enjoy the show a lot. I enjoy the toys a lot. I mean, a lot of people don't. Once again, you can't please everyone, so it is what it is. So, thanks for your question, Mike. Give me 1 second here. I am going to eat 1,000 Hall's cough drops before I do this next week. This is driving me nuts. But yeah, that was Being Awesome. I'm Rob. You can find me on Twitter and Tumblr at RoboRobSpringer. And Being Awesome, the podcast about loving Transformers and having fun, is part of the Radio Free Cybertron family of shows. You can find us at tfradio.net for shows and show times. I said it like that because I find myself getting lightheaded now from all the coughing. I don't know what's going on, and I don't like it. While you're at tfradio.net, please click on those Amazon links to go through some shopping through Amazon. It's Christmas time, so you know you're doing some shopping, and you most likely are going to go to Amazon for some shopping. Just click through those links to get to Amazon. That would be awesome. What you do is you help support the site without paying anything. You know, it's your regular checkout at Amazon, nothing extra, and you help support us, help us do all these great shows we're doing for you guys, and we really appreciate your support. Yeah, I don't know how to end this. Be sure to join Talk Transformers and take place in all the awesome talking of Transformers therein. I kind of don't know what to do myself right now. I've been on a holiday break, and this is about my third day of not really doing anything. I got 2 more to go. I had to kind of remind myself I needed to record this. I went to a holiday party at work Wednesday, and then, yesterday was Thanksgiving, so I had to eat dinner. And today is my big activity, was going to get groceries with the woman, and now recording this. It's getting a little warm in here, actually. I think tomorrow I plan to straighten up my toy room some. It's a giant mess and needs cleaning. And, yeah. I know you guys are super interested in that. And it's really just my way of not knowing how to end the show as usual. So thanks everyone for watching. And I'm just going to randomly click this red button here. That means stop. So, happy day. And, yeah. later, taters. After a while, crocodile. Not so soon, baboon. Something that rhymes with an animal. Bye. Okay, I clicked it to stop it, and I accidentally moved the mouse, so it didn't actually register. The mouse clicked to tell me to stop. A little pissed off at myself. The video viewers get to see the condenser mic and will understand why I feel like singing Big Bopper songs right now. It's a really good microphone.
This has been Being Awesome with Rob Springer.